Welcome back, everybody, and welcome back to the farm. So we've got everything ready to go. We've got all the old buildings cleared out, and we are fixing to start building the new farm setup. Now, ideally, to get the most use out of this extra land that we just picked up, we would set up our farm over here, right against the road, to where we're less space is being taken up by road. Um, the thing is, I want to have my farm away from the road. I'd rather have a little bit of a drive from the farmhouse to the road. So we are actually going to set up everything over here in this corner. So first things first, let's look at a farmhouse. We are going to let's see. I've used this trailer several times. I was actually using, I think it was this one right here. Yeah, this is the one with a real small footprint. But we're actually going to go with something a little bit bigger. Not that we are really actually gaining anything from it, but I just want to have a bigger house. So let's take a look at this house right here. I think right about there is about going to be perfect. Now you see that we've got some issues with leveling. So let's see if we can't smooth this out a bit. Make a little bit stronger, a little bit. Tell you what, let's do something different. Let's just make us a flat pad and build from there. Being right up against the edge is going to make things a little bit more difficult for getting a nice clean looking flat pad. So we are going to build the house a little bit away from the edge, a little bit further away than I had it, but it'll still look pretty good. Not that one. All right, so we got that. We're going to need to bring this area up a little bit more before we smooth things out. All right, so we got that nice and neat looking. Now let's smooth things out a little bit. Nice, nice slope to it. Leaving work this behind the house. Try to make it nice and neat and as easy to work as it can be. So we got that taken care of. Now, so we got our house. Next, we're going to need something for storing our equipment. We have been just leaving our equipment all out in the weather, but we want to have it covered. With the amount of equipment we have, I think we're probably going to end up going with. I think I'm going to go with this. I've used this one in the past. It's actually the. Oh, hey, I need to move the harvester. Get this out of the way. All right, so we got that out of the way. Top back out. I was actually thinking here, but actually, now that I think about it, I think right here is going to be better. So let's go ahead and level that first. And all right, so it looks like we got some stumps to take care of. So let's run over there right quick, get those cleaned out, and that way we can level everything out. So that turned out just to be a stick, a piece of a tree that didn't get cleared out, and it looks like possibly the same deal here. All right, let's get out of the way of our construction site. And ooh, one of the things I should have done is I should have grabbed the tractor with the mulcher and mulched all this first. But tis be what it tis be. All right, so we got that pad leveled out. Now let's grab that shed. so that's fixed. We do still want to have repair shop. Now, what I would love is if for some way, somehow, that we could basically connect these to where anything that's in this shed is automatically repaired. Unfortunately, I do not know how to do that. I don't know if it's even possible. So, for the time being, until I find out otherwise, we are going to have our shed or our repair shop right next to it, like we've been having. And next, we're going to need to rinse or put our diesel tank back. Now, I kind of goobered up a little bit in that I did not transfer all the diesel out of my tank before I moved it. And so I lost all the diesel I had. But with the amount of money we have the ability to rebuild it. And so, all right, so we've got our farmhouse, we got our shed, we got our maintenance shed, or our maintenance shop, and we have our diesel tank. We're going to have to do some leveling, some smoothing, whatnot. But for the time being, you know what? I think I want to have a small garage next to the house. That way, if we ever actually have a personal vehicle, we've got the place for it. So, tell you what, we'll think on that. We'll make that decision at a later date. But the next part we need to do is we're going to have to build our silos for our silage. We are going to do things a little bit different this time. We are going to do an actual silo for the grass to ferment in instead of doing the open pits. So let's start about here. We're going to level out a big long section. And now sometimes, or something I've noticed is when getting close to the edge, going with a smaller paintbrush basically makes for being able to get closer. I don't know why it is on this one, on Fs25, but that's the way it is. So what we are going to be using instead of doing those open pits is we're going to be using stuff like this. Now, fermenter. Trying out a couple different ones here because I want to find out storage capacity of each of these. So let's jump over here. 1 million liters, 2 million liters. how many cycles is it going to do. Grass silage. $240 cycles. All right, so we're definitely going to go with this one right here. And the main reason being is it handles so many more cycles. So we are going to need multiples of them just because of the sheer amount of grass that we have. Oops. We need to move that back just a hair. That looks a little bit better. So that one right there, I probably should move it forward a little bit, but all right. Now let's smooth things out. Part of the reason why I'm going ahead and flattening this before smoothing it is we're going to have a road going in here. And we want a little bit of space before it starts getting, before having a little bit of a steep section. So, all right, so we got alrighty. Smooth this out just a little bit more. Now it's time to actually do the road. Let's see. All right, so we got these road sections that we're going to be using. We are going to start all the way over here at the main road here, and alrighty, so that's at least to the farm. Now we are going to Alright, so there's our roads in. Now we do need to make this area look a little more realistic. So we are going to stick with the as close to this look as possible. Anyways. right, so we're doing it's gravel dirt, and let's go ahead and make our brush a little bit larger. First, let's with the smaller. Now, one might be asking why I'm adding right there, and that's for as trucks are coming in this way, they have room, hopefully enough room to turn around. Make things easier for getting back out afterwards. The biggest issue would be is if they still got a trailer hooked up to them. So let's clean this up a little bit. And not perfect, but looks decent. So I think that's about going to do it for that. Now we will probably go, let's go ahead and do it now. We are going to we'll get that cleaned up. So first, there's some limbs there that we need to clean out, but this is the new farmyard. So I think I'm going to call it there for this episode. This episode dragged on a little longer than I was expecting it to, but next episode we will be going ahead and expanding the field to the road, getting it all planted and everything, and then we will be going ahead and getting the grass into the silos, get them a churning. Now, one thing we can do with these silos is we can actually sell directly as soon as the grass is fermented. It will we can have it automatically sell, and I think that's what we're going to do. Well, no, we're going to store it first. We're going to run it for sale, starting out anyways for this first go around, and then after that we'll switch it over to sell as soon as it's finished fermenting. But like I said, I think I'm going to call it here. Thank you everybody for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I really hope to catch you next time. Thanks.